Hello there, Unplayable Mike here. We had a bit of a technical mishap, and by we, I mean me. When I recorded my last couple videos with David, I had OBS set up to not record my own audio. So what I'm going to do is commentate over the replay of those two games, and hopefully it'll still be worth watching. I thought they were pretty interesting games. So I might be pausing, I might be rewinding, diving deep into decisions that we're making. Hopefully this is still entertaining, and let's get into it. So here we go. Let's hit play. I believe I won the roll off, so I took initiative, and we're going to draw our opening hands. Once I draw mine, I'll pause it real quick and we can take a look. So on David's side, he has a bunch of kind of like middle expensive stuff and a royal guard. So no turn one play. I also don't have a turn one play. I'm pretty sure we both mulligan here. Yeah, looks like we're going to do that. And I'll pause it again when we redraw. All right, so there's mine. Okay, first thing I do is flip over the TIE Interceptor, I think is what it's called. And I don't know if it's going to be worth playing this game or not. And it's a 4-cost card, so not that excited to keep it in my opening hand necessarily. It looks like David has drawn something that he can play on one with this TIE LN fighter. I'm trying to decide what else to resource. It looks like David's going to resource this maximum firepower, I think. Is that true? Yep, so he's resourcing maximum firepower as his first card. I feel like if I were him, I would resource this guy so that I can keep Overwhelming Barrage. That card's just so good. It looks like I resource the other 4-cost ship, the TIE Advanced. Okay, so he did that. He's keeping the Overwhelming Barrage. I think that is probably very smart. That card's insane. And so now we get to start. And weirdly, so I get to play my 1-cost ship, which means that I have Vader's ability available, which means that David probably doesn't want to play his. I wonder if it was better for me to actually pass first action, see what he played, and then play my ship so that I can ping whatever he plays. I guess, always run the risk of him just passing, going to the next round, and I've played nothing, but I don't know if that really matters a ton. Especially with this Vader deck, it's much more control-y, so I think I'm okay to just hang on to my resources. So he claims, probably smart, means that he's not going to take a damage from Vader's ability. Vader's ability has to deal a damage to a unit, so if I used it, I'd have to kill my own TIE Fighter, which I obviously don't want to do, so I believe I just pass here as well. It's not worth the 1 base damage, obviously. So we're going to the next round. Draw 2 cards here, and I think I resource the Vader's lightsaber. Let's look at David's hand real quick. He drew a Royal Guard and Takedown. I drew the Death Trooper and the lightsaber. So yep, I am resourcing that lightsaber. It's something that I want to put on Vader, obviously primarily, and he's not coming out until turn 7. Well, turn 6, resource 7. So I feel pretty comfortable putting that in my resource zone. And David is going to resource this Royal Guard, which is interesting. I mean, he is going to play the Super Laser Technician. It's interesting that he kept the Death Trooper over the Royal Guard. Maybe he wants to be able to kill his Super Laser Technician and then deal 2 damage to one of my units with the Death Trooper. It looks like I'm having trouble with my resources over here, stacking them weird. All right, so we're readying up. David's going to play his Super Laser Technician, I'm pretty sure. He wants to get that down so that he can get Krennic out early, potentially an early Overwhelming Barrage. And I think I play Veers here, and the main, well, it looks like I'm debating entrenching his Super Laser Tech, but it doesn't really make sense. If I were playing a deck that had a lot of space units, I definitely would do that. I would definitely entrench the Super Laser Technician. But here I think I play Veers and then I shield it, and that's the main reason why I'm playing the shield base, is for either Veers or Cell Block Guard. Veers is just really high value, and then Cell Block Guard obviously can, soak up more hits. And as I mentioned, this Vader deck is very control-y, so I don't want to be taking a lot of early damage. So he claims that I hit him for 2, using the epic action on the base to give Veers a shield. So that's my 1 shield for the game, but I kind of like using it early so that I can guarantee that I get value out of it. Because I have had games where I've played that blue base and not actually gotten value out of it, which is unfortunate. So here we go. Next round, David's drawn into another Super Laser Technician and the Emperor's Royal Guard, and I've drawn into the Fallen Lightsaber and Count Dooku. Let's see what we resource. it's super interesting how big of a decision what you resource really is. And David's resourcing the super laser tech. That makes sense given his hand, and I don't think he's playing anything particularly huge in that deck. He's already got one out. That seems like enough. And I'm going to resource the Fallen Lightsaber. Similar reason to why I resourced Vader's lightsaber. It's like something that I want to put on Vader, and he's not coming out for a while. These other cards I feel like will be more useful to me. I could maybe have done the Death Trooper instead, but I don't know. I'm either putting the Fallen Lightsaber on Vader or Dooku most likely, and they're not coming out for a while. I guess it's pretty good on a sub-block guard too, just to make it bigger. But I guess if I'm going to do that, I might as well just like entrench it. So I think David's probably questioning whether or not he wants to hit Veers with Super Laser Technician right now. And he does. Removes the shield. And I get to make a decision. I think I play the cell block guard, but I don't know if I should do anything. I probably should just hit him with the TIE Fighter. Wait to see what he plays, just in case I can get value out of the Death Trooper. I know Krennic's coming out this turn because he just went to 5 resources with the Super Laser Technician. And so yeah, I'm playing the cell block guard. I don't think I should have done that. I think I should have attacked with the TIE Fighter and waited. I guess Callus is a reason to maybe play the cell block guard here, but yeah, I'm not sure. It is better against exactly Callus, and I think that's probably it. Otherwise, better to wait. All right, so Krennic's coming out. Super Laser Technician is crazy. Such a good card. All right, so now I hit him for 2. And okay, this game we make a big mistake. I make the big mistake, but David didn't catch it. And I attack him with, I think, Veers while he has the Royal Guard up, which does have Sentinel because Krennic is an official. So that happened where we just played through the game. We realized it like a few turns later, and it's just kind of too late to go back. But yeah, definitely watch out for that kind of thing. And yeah, just remember it's both players' responsibility to ensure the game state is accurate. But it was my fault. So David does play the Royal Guard there, and I'm debating on what to do. I think I wait for him to do something. I think I pass, or I use Vader's ability, and then I hit him. I think this is where I hit Krennic with Veers. I'm pretty sure I do it after he attacks, because I don't want him to get extra value out of the Krennic ability. Okay, so he plays the TIE Fighter here, which is interesting, because the TIE Fighter just dies to Vader's ability. So I'm not sure what the thinking was there. Maybe he wanted me to kill that rather than sink damage into one of his other characters, one of his other units. But yeah, I'm not sure. Now I think we see the attack from Krennic, and then, oh, he claimed. Interesting. Okay, so he claimed. I'm gonna illegally hit Krennic with Veers. Only take 2 damage, still survive. My thought process is, oh, cell block guard can just like kill it next turn if it survives, but spoiler alert, it's not going to. If I hadn't had done 3 damage to Krennic there, I don't think I would have attacked into the Royal Guard. That wouldn't have made a ton of sense, although maybe it does let me ping it with Vader's ability this turn. I'm not sure what I actually would have done there. I certainly wouldn't have attacked it with Veers. I probably would have just passed or claimed. So what did we resource there? Let me go back. All right, so I drew the Stormtrooper and the Death Trooper. I'm resourcing the Stormtrooper. I don't know if that was right. I wonder if I should have resourced the Death Trooper, because I could play a Death Trooper plus a Stormtrooper plus Vader's ability, which was probably better than... Now I can play Entrenched in Death Trooper, but I don't think I really want to be playing Entrenched right now. And sorry, let me go back and see what David resourced. So he drew Vigilance and the TIE Fighter. He probably resources TIE Fighter. He does have enough. Oh, he resources Vigilance. Interesting. He has enough to play right now. I'm not sure why he values the TIE Fighter higher than the Vigilance. Vigilance is so good. I probably should be playing it in this Vader deck. Even at 6, I think it's worth it a lot of the time. So he's I think gonna Overwhelming Barrage. Do it to Krennic. He becomes a 5 whatever, gets to deal 5 damage. So yeah, so he's doing that. He's going to deal 3 damage to Veers. Sorry, 1 damage to Veers, 3 damage to the cell block guard, and 1 damage to my TIE Fighter, and just kill everything. Crazy card. It's, yeah, definitely gotta watch out for it. I probably should have been paying attention and seen it coming last turn, but I don't know what decisions I would have made differently. So now I'm sort of debating what to do. I think I'm going to play a Death Trooper, deal some more damage to Krennic, and just figure that I'm going to finish off Krennic next turn with another Death Trooper. I haven't taken any base damage yet, which is really good because it lets me get to turn 7, which is where I really want to be. Get to play Dooku and Vader in the same turn, which is a ton of value. So yeah, Death Trooper deals 2 damage to Krennic and 2 to himself. Krennic is going to hit me for 3, I think. Royal Guard's going to hit me for 5, so I'm going to take 8 damage this turn, which is not great. I don't love taking 8 damage in a turn when I only have 25 health on my base. But I will use Vader's ability to ping Krennic again. I think it's more just in case I get to do something else next turn rather than play Death Trooper. I can use Vader's ability to ping the last damage off of Krennic, but I don't know. I probably just play Death Trooper first round. I wonder if I should have done it. I guess I didn't want to do it to the Royal Guard because then he gets more powerful. Could have waited and done it to the TIE Fighter, but yeah, I don't know. The TIE Fighter's not super high value. Okay, I'm resourcing the TIE Interceptor. David's resourcing probably the Lieutenant, is my guess. I might be tempted to resource Death Trooper there. Maximum firepower is pretty good. Takedown's great. Okay, so he resources the Lieutenant, and our action. Am I playing the Cell Block Guard? I think I'm probably just gonna play Death Trooper and kill Krennic. I figure it's too slow to play something and then ping Krennic, because I could play like Cell Block Guard here, but then he's just gonna kill it with Krennic. I don't know. Maybe then I use Vader's ability and hit the TIE Fighter, but I also I think I want to be using 6 resources to play cards this round. I want to play the Cell Block Guard and the Death Trooper this turn, not just one of them. I think I'm saving Entrenched for something bigger, or to put on my own guy. I'm probably debating on putting Entrenched on my own unit here as well. Bad thing is that he becomes a 3/4, and I don't know. That dies to a lot of things. All right, so I'm going to pay 3, debating on paying 3 for something. All right, so now I'm paying 3 for the other Death Trooper. Going to get rid of Krennic. Kind of wasted the damage from last turn's Vader ability. All right, so now is where we're realizing that I hit Krennic with Veers when I shouldn't have. So again, my apologies, but sometimes mistakes happen. You got to play through it in a tournament setting. It's both players' responsibility to maintain the board state, and obviously it was my fault, but we both missed it. So Death Trooper is going to finish off Krennic here, and David's got 7 resources available. So he's going to drop the Death Trooper, kill one of my Death Troopers. And the other 2 cards in his hand are a little awkward here. He can play them, but he's not going to get that much. Well, now he's going to get value out of him. He wasn't going to get much value out of him until I played a Cell Block Guard. But now he can use one of these on the Cell Block Guard. I don't actually know if it's worth spending a card from your hand to do that. I wonder if he just claims here. I think I probably would just claim there. You know Vader's going to come out next turn. You probably want to save your removal for that. And you're okay on board right now. You can just trade up and be ahead 1 TIE Fighter. So he does choose to take down the Cell Block Guard and then attack into my base for 4. All right, and I'm drawing Snow Trooper Lieutenant and Veers. We're gonna put Veers into the resource row, and he drew Cell Block Guard and Agent Callus. Okay, not resourcing anything. I think that makes sense. All right, so my turn, first action. I'm at 7 resources, so now I can play Vader. Am I playing Vader now or not? He's got 4 damage. No. So he can deal 7 damage to Vader with that maximum firepower, which is upsetting. So I don't know if I recognize that or not here. Okay, it looks like I just trade Death Troopers. Try and clear the way for Vader to come out. I wonder if I played Dooku before Vader. I probably should. So it looks like he's looking to play Cell Block Guard and maximum firepower this turn. All right, so Cell Block Guard comes down. And I think I used Dooku to kill one of those. I don't remember which one. I think I'm probably getting greedy here, because I'm thinking like, oh, if I bring in Vader and attack, I can take both of those out. But yeah, I take out the Royal Guard because it has more attack, even though Vader could come out, swing at his base and kill the Royal Guard. But I'm afraid of something. I'm probably afraid of just Vader flipping Vader and then not attacking into Vader for 4. So I think he passes here, and his maximum firepower is going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to Vader. So if I do bring out Vader, Vader lives, but I won't be able to attack with him without the Cell Block Guard dying, which is unfortunate. So he does that. Vader takes 5. I'm sad. Do I claim here? I don't remember. I could claim, try and get a lightsaber and play it on Vader first action. That might not be bad. If I get Vader's saber, it's especially good because I can clear his unit while doing it. Could also, I guess, worst case scenario, entrench Vader. So I think I take initiative here, unfortunately. Yeah, and I've got a maximum firepower of my own. It looks like I'm putting an entrenched into my resource row. Nope, thinking about it. I wonder if Snowtrooper Lieutenant is the one. It's probably the better resource. I don't know. I guess, like, what am I entrenching on his side? Probably nothing. Do I really want to entrench Vader? I probably should. Honestly. I'm thinking about it. And I resource nothing, which seems fine. Nope, still thinking about it. Yeah, so I do resource entrenched, I guess, just in case I need to play all three of these. Vader, yeah, so I'm probably going to attack in with him first. And I think Vader's going to get eaten by Callus here, which is a bummer. I don't think I was thinking about Callus. Although I don't really know what I could have done there. Because I think Vader still dies to Callus if I entrench him. No, he's one away from dying or two away from dying. Entrench is probably the move. But I'm entrenching his ship for some reason. I'm not sure that was so smart, actually. I mean, I'm probably never playing ships, but I just don't think it was necessary. I am at 16 damage, though, so maybe I'm just scared of dying. All right, he's got Veers. I don't have much, so I take initiative. Get ready for the next round. All right, we got Force Choke that is cheaper, so that's nice, because Dooku's out. So I attack Veers with Dooku. He's playing another Veers. He's trying to keep the pressure up. I've got the Snowtrooper Lieutenant out. I think I'm just trying to, build more of a board presence here. He's got a couple ships in hand. Okay, so tie advance to give Veers 2 experience, which unfortunately for David lines up very well into my Force Choke. So we're gonna pay 1 for the Force Choke, and then I can use Vader's ability and play the Interceptor. So 1 damage to his base. I don't know why I'm doing it in this order, but I'm dealing 1 damage to his base and then 1 damage to the ship, I think. I mean, yeah, that kind of telegraphs it. I don't know why I did it in that order. So we're gonna play Imperial Interceptor to kill his ship, and then we're going to maximum firepower. I really should not have entrenched that ship. That made no sense. Okay, I'm killing that ship. Interesting. I still shouldn't have entrenched the other ship. And I didn't Force Choke. I should have Force Choked. I wonder why I didn't. Maybe I just didn't want him drawing cards. I don't know. I feel like that's probably a mistake. I probably should have Force Choked there. If I Force Choke first action this turn, I'm going to be annoyed at myself. No, I probably hit it with Dooku and then play another Dooku. Okay, yeah, he's Dookuing my Dooku. And then I think I Dooku his Dooku. Maybe I just forgot that Force Choke got discounted. I don't know. That's a fun part about watching games back like this. You definitely catch things that you didn't at the time. All right, he's trading ships with me. That's fine. I'm pointing out that his ship doesn't die because Veers is out, giving it an extra health. And now, yeah, so now I Force Choke Veers. That didn't really make a ton of sense. I should have done it last turn. What are you going to do? He draws Takedown. Pretty good against Dooku, but fortunately for me, he doesn't have 4 resources available. But he does have a Royal Guard, and I'm going to take initiative. Not worried about base damage right now. I just want to take control of the board. I'm not going to resource anything here, I don't think, and we go. There's a world in which I put Vader's lightsaber on Dooku so that he can't be Dooku'd by Dooku again, but I did not do that. I played open fire, get rid of his Royal Guard. He plays Takedown to get rid of Dooku, unfortunate for me. And now I get to play Veers and deal some damage with this Stormtrooper. He's got that Death Trooper in there, but he doesn't actually kill the Stormtrooper with it. Yeah, no, it doesn't die. So he deals it to Veers instead. And I'm gonna ping the Death Trooper and get rid of it, deal 1 damage to his base, and then he claims, and I will hit him for 3. Starting to come back here. I don't need 2 Vader's lightsabers, but I also don't need 2 resource. So I think I play the lightsaber on the lieutenant and then play another lieutenant and hit for a bunch. So he is going to 9 resources. I think it's so that he can play a super laser tech and play the Gladiator Star Destroyer to give the laser tech a sentinel. So there's the laser tech. And what do I do? I'm pretty confused right now, I think, about why he played the laser tech with him at 9 resources. So I am going to play that lightsaber on the lieutenant. It's a big stormtrooper. Vader just gave him his lightsaber for a little bit. So now that comes in and gives the laser tech sentinel, but I can ping the sentinel with Vader. I don't know if David necessarily realized that, but that is how it went down. So he claims. Now I'm going to hit for a bunch, get to attack for 7, I think. So interestingly enough, I could have dealt 3 more damage here by playing the other lightsaber on Veers and defeating the one on the trooper. So I could have gotten him to 26 there. I don't know if that would have been better. It might have been. So he's got an action here. Oh, Vigilance is a great draw for him. He gets to kill the Lieutenant with the lightsaber and heal 5. Oh, interesting. So he's killing the Lieutenant first with maximum firepower. Then he's planning on using Vigilance to kill one of these guys plus heal 5. So I'm going to deal nothing, I'm thinking. Going to play TIE Advance to give somebody some experience. It's Veers. I wasn't expecting Vigilance, and Veers does still die to Vigilance. Okay, looks like I'm thinking. Maybe I'm not playing that. I think I'm scared of an overwhelming barrage. So I'm thinking probably that I want to just get more damage in right now. And that's what I do. So deal 3 damage to him. If I had dealt an extra 3 last turn, he'd be at 29. Wouldn't matter a ton. So he's playing Vigilance. He gets to kill something. He's probably killing the Ready Trooper and then healing 5. Yep. So Stormtrooper dies or Snowtrooper dies. He heals 5 down to 21. Now we're gonna play the TIE Advanced. Give Veers a bunch of experience. Figure out how to do the incremental experience tokens in TTS. There we go. So he's going to attack me instead of the TIE Advance. Is interesting. So I can maximum firepower now and kill his Star Destroyer. I guess I'm at 21. He thinks that he can kill me. Fortunately, this entire deck is full of removal. And there's an overwhelming barrage. I'm resourcing a cell block guard, and I think it's so I can play Dooku and the lightsaber in the same turn. So he has initiative. I think he's gonna probably play Tarkin. So he's taking Agent Callus and a cell block guard, both good. So I think I'm gonna hit him for 5 right off the bat with Veers. Make sure I get that damage in before the Sentinel comes out, or before it gets eaten by Callus. Sadly, I can't put a lightsaber on the TIE Advance, but it doesn't matter. The TIE Advance gets cleared anyway. Veers should have taken 2 more damage there. I don't know why he didn't, but yeah, now I just claim and attack him first action next turn. So we draw cards. I don't think it matters. And there it is. Veers gets the job done. Obviously, big asterisks on that game, given the game state error and the fact that I missed the fact that he had a Sentinel up, but some interesting back and forth. Krennic and Vader are both very interesting leaders. This was the first time that either of us were playing with Count Dooku, and Count Dooku is crazy. I think he's the most powerful unit that we've seen so far, and I love playing with him. So definitely try him out if you haven't already. So that's going to be it for this commentary. Hopefully this was interesting and you enjoyed it. If you made it this far, join our Discord, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.